Hey Sag, let's see what's coming up for you guys in the last 2 weeks of September so that we can prepare you for whatever it is that's life is throwing your way, okay? So let's see what's coming up for Sag. Okay, Princess of Wands. The Six of Swords, the Three of Wands. Okay, you're getting two, so I'm going to take them out. The Knight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, and in the center we've got the Hierophant. Okay. So this could have something to do with some sort of commitment you've got with somebody. Like, because the center card is the Hierophant, and we all know the Hierophant is connected to Taurus energy. It's also connected to commitment. In this deck, you can see the little glyph there. You see that little glyph, the Taurus glyph, because it represents Taurus. However, this is similar to the World card in other decks because it's got the four faces, right? The eagle, human face, lion face, bull face. So this is similar to the World, right? It has all the fixed energies. So it could be one of those energies, but more than anything, Taurus kind of stands out. You could be dealing with somebody who has Taurus energy. Now, I do want to say, I said this in another spread. The Princess of Wands always makes me think of somebody who's possibly unfaithful, but at the same time, they're really fun. They're really, you love being around them. Their energy is just intoxicating to you. Now, with the Six of Swords, though, it could be, and I'm going to be honest, it could be that this person did talk about, perhaps they shared with you, okay, I was unfaithful. Because then we've got Mercury and Aquarius here, Six of Swords. It's the energy of trying to move past an issue, right? This comes after the Five of Swords. So it's trying to move past something that potentially harms your ego, that potentially could feel like a catastrophe. It's more like, let's look to the future. This is the energy of let's look to the future. Now, we do have 5 wands overall. We have the Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Princess of Wands. But in this deck, the Knight is actually the king. The creator of this deck actually wanted to put the kings in action. So the Knight in this deck is the king, actually. So this is the King of Wands. So the Three of Wands is more like, this could be you, Sag, because you have a lot of fire energy, right? So although it's Sun and Aries, you could have some Aries placements, or you're just coming across that way. I feel like you're trying to focus on the future. So let's say somebody was unfaithful, or you found out that they lied, or something along those lines. I feel like you're going to want to move past that. You're going to want to be like, you know what? Maybe you were at a distance when this happened, or maybe there was distance between you and your partner. Maybe there was some sort of, there's something here that's making you be like, well, what matters is where we're at now. It's like you're willing to move past it. This is a little concerning, though. Seven of Pentacles is Saturn and Taurus. And this is Taurus energy, right? So it's like a delay in the commitment, a delay in the... Now, Saturn isn't a complete no, right? It's a blockage, it's a delay, but it could be that eventually you still get to the Hierophant. It more feels like there's obstructions to get to commitment. There's some sort of... there's like an investment that needs to be made, but at the same time, the investment sometimes feels like, is this ever going to pay off? So let's use the... I'm going to use the Tarot of Marseille. Let me just shuffle at least one time on camera. Let's go ahead and get some clarity on this. Let's clarify the Hierophant. What's going on for Sag? Clarify Hierophant for Sag. Okay, we get the Sun card. The Moon card. Wow. Okay. And the Ten of Pentacles. See? I saw the World. You see how the World has the 4 different fixed energies on the corners? This one has the 4 fixed energy. So this feels very completion like. I do want to say though that it's not completion as in something's going to end. It's more like, let's put that behind us and let's start a new chapter. It does feel that way. Now with the sun and the moon here, before we get into the 10 of Pentacles, I do feel like whatever it was that was hidden, whatever it was that you couldn't see clearly, that you were confused about, the sun is clarity, illumination. This could also be astrologically. You could have someone that's like the moon to your sun or the sun to your moon. Like if you're a Sagittarius moon, they are a Sagittarius sun. Or if you are the Sagittarius sun, they're the moon, whatever it is. There's like some sort of really strong chemistry that makes you feel like you guys are just so compatible. Maybe they've got Leo-like energy, or you do, and they've got like Cancerian energy, or one of the two. This is also Pisces. So either way, you really want to make this family. You're like, we can make this a really solid connection, because you want to go all the way to commitment. You're like, I'll forgive you. I'll move past this. I just need you to be serious. I need you to be sure that this is what you want. Let's clarify this Princess of Wands. Let's see what's going on there. Clarify Princess of Wands. Wow, we got a little chunk here. We got the 4 of Wands. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Okay. 4 of Wands, 7 of Cups, Page of Wands, 6 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and 2 of Cups. With the 7 of Wands as the overall energy. So with the 7 of Wands, I think there might have been some cutting off of each other. Maybe this person cut you off, because the 7 of Wands is like holding someone at bay. Like, no, you cannot approach. So I feel like this is the person, they're very exciting to you though. This feels like, you know, tiger energy, like they feel wild, feral, like something you can't control. And there's a piece of you that enjoys that. You like that energy of somebody who's just living. Look at her, she's naked. She's like living in her moment. She doesn't care about what's going on. She's very free and wild. And I feel like this person might have blocked you at some point, or at least withheld communication. Let's look at this here. I was going to say the explanation, so I guess this explains it. So we've got the 4 of Wands. They may have moved residence, or they may have maybe issues at home. Or maybe, because we do have the 7 of Cups here, other options came up for relationship. Other options that weren't you. And they may have flirted with the idea. They may have played with the idea. But they're choosing a soulmate. They're choosing somebody that they want to connect with. So although there's options, and they may play with those options, they truly want, like this person showing up as Queen of Swords. Like they may come across as the Princess of Wands or Page of Wands sometimes, but they truly want a soul connection. They want somebody that's at their level. Let me put it that way. The Queen of Swords will not settle. She wants a mate. She wants somebody that she can respect. She's somebody that has been hurt in love a lot. She knows what happens when you choose somebody who's not as invested as you are. So although there may have been some stopping communication, let's look at this 6 of Swords. Clarify 6 of Swords. We get the 4 of Cups, 9 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords again. Wow, with the Devil. Sag, I feel like there may be a piece of you that initially was like, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if this is good for me. Like, you're just kind of moody, right? This is a Moon and Cancer card. You're just kind of moody. Like, I don't know if I even want this. Getting a little defensive against it. You may not even want this person close to you for some time. But overall, we've got the Devil and the 6 of Swords twice. The Six of Swords is here twice. You can't let go of this person. Like, I'm not going to say this didn't hurt you. Realizing that they may have been with someone else probably really hurt you. Because before the Six of Swords is the 5, right? Which is hurting your ego. But more than anything, I think you realize that it hurts your ego is what it hurt. But you want to be there. You're like, this is my person, though. I'm connected to them. My soul is connected to their soul. As toxic as it may seem sometimes, I can't let them go. It is, I will say, remember I said there's 5 wands overall. There's the 3, the king, and the princess, the page. So there's 5 wands. This is still a conflict. You're still conflicted about what to do. You're still conflicted about how to approach this, because I feel like you want to let this go, but the other piece of you is like, I just can't. But I can't let them go. So yeah, there's a conflict. Let's look at this 3 of Wands, because this implies looking towards the future, right? Looking towards brighter horizons. So let's look at that. Clarified 3 of Wands. Clarified 3 of Wands. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles again. 7 of Pentacles has shown up twice. Here we go, Temperance. This is your card, Sag. I'm telling you this. You want to reconcile. Like, although you are hurt, I think that you're realizing that this is a fling. This wasn't meaningful. Okay, so there's several angles to this, because there is a lot of different Sagittariuses here. So, it's not like everybody's going to have the same story. For some of you, I feel like there was merely a flirtation. It was a flirtation, but nothing actually happened. For those of you where actually, it was like full-on intercourse, I do think that you're realizing it didn't mean anything to this person. It didn't change the way that they feel about you. It was like a momentary fling. Now, the other part of this is that when this happened, you may have been at some distance, because I feel like you're very inclined to forgive. And that implies, I just want to be clear, Sag, that implies a little bit of guilt. Like, you feel like you may have done something to push this person in that direction. Like maybe you and this person weren't having intercourse, or maybe you and this person were at odds, or y'all weren't talking, or there's something that happened that you feel like, well, I can't even blame them. Although it hurt me, I might have contributed to this. Because the 3 of Wands is like looking at the bigger picture. You're looking at the bigger picture. You're kind of like, either you were at a long distance and were gone for a long time, or you were gone emotionally. Maybe you weren't present. Like, there's something about this that's making you feel like, I should have been there. I should have been there. Now, we do have the 6 of Pentacles. This may have had something to do with work. Maybe you had to travel for work with the 6 and 7 of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands also makes me think of travel. Like, you might have been traveling for work. You might have been traveling for something that had to pull you away from this person. Now, I'm not saying everybody was traveling, but there was distance. There was some sort of distance. I feel like you're going to get into a lot more grounded state, because the 7 of Pentacles that has come up twice, let's say that's the scenario, right? Let's say that you had to travel for work. And I feel like you're going to be like, you know what? This isn't worth it. I'm losing the person I love for a paycheck? Like, is this going to keep happening every time I leave town? Am I going to have to be worried that this person is going to be betraying me? But see, now it's not so much that you're blaming them. Now you're examining yourself, and you're kind of like, is the distance going to be a problem? Is my job worth this? Or is my partner worth me leaving my job? Because I see the pentacles growing. We go from the 6 to the 7, but then the king is supreme. So you may realize you have more than enough finances to do what you want to do without having to sacrifice your connection. Because I feel like you want to put it back together. You want to salvage what you've got. But that does imply that you feel like you may have contributed at some point. Because I don't see you being super... I don't see you being super concerned about it. So either you know that this didn't mean anything, or you know that, well, I can avoid this in the future because I contributed by doing this. As long as I don't do that, it won't happen. Let's look at this King of Wands. This King of Wands in this deck is a beautiful card, by the way. This king is like full of action. He's holding the Ace of Wands. He is like ready to charge into battle. He looks dynamic. Let's clarify this. Clarify the King of Wands. Ooh, oh, wow. Okay, we get the 2 of Pentacles. There she is. Queen of Wands, 2, wow. The Star, Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Judgment card. Sag. You can't walk away because this person shows up as your mate. You're the King of Wands, they're showing up as the Queen of Wands. They feel like they're your person. And then you've got the 2 of Wands here. You're constantly trying to figure out how to get to them, how to reach their heart, how to be with this person. But there is a sense of distance. So either this person maybe is very guarded with you, but I feel more than anything, the fact that she's naked, this person has been very vulnerable with you. I think the distance is more that you are either far away physically, or that you are feeling that this person is too good for you. There's something about this person that you feel like you won the fucking jackpot when you're with them. So you're a lot more inclined, like you approach them in a very shy manner. Although there's a lot of love, you feel a lot of love for this person. They have brought to life a piece of you that used to be dead, that you thought was gone forever. Maybe the romantic side of you, maybe the hopeful side of you, whatever piece of you thought was dead, this person has helped you bring it back to life. Now I am seeing 2 different things here for some of you, and I want to put a different scenario because I'm seeing 2 different scenarios here. I'm seeing the 2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Could be a choice. Like you may have to choose between this person who's fiery and sexy, but that you may worry, that they're betraying you, or this other person who shows up as Queen of Cups, who is sweet and calm, but they're not very exciting. That's what I want to say. They don't put that thrill in you that this person does. So we'll see, Sag. We'll see what's going on. Let's clarify this 7 of Pentacles. Clarify 7 of Pentacles for Sag. Ace of Cups. 7 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Swords. Okay. So some of you may want to end the connection. Some of you may want to end the connection because you've got another option and you're like, fuck it. Even though this person isn't as thrilling as this other person, I don't want to have to worry that I'm being betrayed when I'm not there. Okay? So some of you are just going to want to end it and look for new love because you feel like your investment was not paying off. For others of you, you want to end this. You don't want to talk about it anymore. You're like, okay, let's talk about how it happened. Let's resolve it because there is communication. There is an expression of both sides, but then let's end it. Let's never bring this up again. Let's get in the stage of forgiveness. I will say that I do think you're going to be a little bit more paranoid let's say you do try to move on, I do think that you'll struggle a little bit with trust for some time, which is understandable. But it's also going to hit you in your insecurities. You're going to be like, well, am I not enough? With the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like the devil that came up a while ago is more about, it's more about examining your shadow side when you're in this stage of getting triggered because of events that have happened. Are you moving past it? Are you healing? Right? So I'm going to leave the reading here, Sag, because some of you are going to go one way, some of you are going to go another, but at least you kind of have a good idea of what's happening, right? Getting triggered, I know it sounds terrible, but it's natural. It's necessary. It's something we need. It's like a wound, right? It starts healing, but in between there was like dirt and things that could cause infection. It's necessary to break it open again to be able to fully heal it. Otherwise that stays and festers and could create a bigger infection, right? So being triggered is natural. Don't run away from it. Examine it. Sit in that trigger and figure out, what is this trying to teach me? Okay? All right, Sag, best of luck to you. Make sure, you guys, if you found some value in this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, do what you can to push the algorithm and get other Saggies to see this video. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.